If you've ever been in Facebook jail or punished by one of the big tech social media giants for violating one of their ever-changing policies, then you know social media is not about a free-flow exchange of ideas. Rather, it's about pushing a political agenda that is anti-First Amendment and many times anti-American. We'll talk about a case that hits rather close to home in this episode of Analysis Behind the News, where we provide the perspective that you can use to help save American liberty and independence. Our national news magazine, called The New American, publishes 2 physical issues each month. Subscribers get 44 pages of truth delivered to them via snail mail or digitally. Last week, our social media team posted on the John Birch Society Facebook page an image of the cover to the latest issue, along with ad copy that stated, "Get your copy today." Well, Facebook took it down the very next day, telling us that we had violated its community policies and identified it as hate speech. They then banned us from receiving any monetization from our Facebook videos for 30 days. So here's what the issue looks like. The photo comes from the Associated Press, and it shows illegal immigrants scaling a border barrier of some sorts. The title we placed on it is Immigrant Invasion. Okay, sound a little harsh? Well, let us back it up. So we get into this, and it says here that the cover story presents stats for illegal alien crossings. It says in here, since October 1st of 2018, 676,315 illegal aliens have crossed the border. In May alone, it averaged about 4,500 per day. We asked the question in here in a photo caption, how is this not an invasion? And above, we followed up with another question that says, does a real nation with a sense of its history and purpose permit an invasion force the size of a mid-size American city to cross its frontier illegally every 2 months? Now, we've reported to you in previous videos about the dumping of illegal aliens in communities across the nation. Those that are being organized to come here are tools of a much larger pawn whose end game is to see society changed. We've said this before, that when society changes, so does government. The U.S., a sovereign nation founded with specific constitutional limitations, has the right and responsibility to protect its sovereignty by legislating an immigration policy that screens applicants and teaches them the unique characteristics of Americanism. It's what makes America different from every other nation in the world. Our God-given rights are protected by government, or at least that's the vision that's been laid out in the Declaration of Independence. The erosion of our individual rights, as well as the sovereignty of our nation and our states, has placed America in its current state. And this is something that we have covered over the years in our news magazine. Now, I asked our research department to pull some of the issues where we have featured immigration on the front cover. So let's go through some of these, going all the way back to 1987. This one is Illegal Aliens, the Flood Continues. The results of 50 years of U.S. policy in Latin America. Erasing Our Borders. This is from 2002. The Border War, 2002 as well. Terrorist Crossing, Redistricting Our Freedom While Ignoring Our Borders. That's from 2004. Illegal Immigrant ID, Will Mexico Create a Country Within Our Country? That's from 2004. Alien Invasion, Remaking America Through Massive Legal and Illegal Immigration. That comes from us from 2005. 2009, Immigration News Update. 2010, Heading for Home or Amnesty. And 2013, Permanent Amnesty, Temporary Border. And from 2015, Creating and Exploiting the Refugee Crisis. In each of these, we offer updates on how both legal and illegal immigration is being used as a political tool to help reshape America into accepting world government. We've exposed these motives of those wanting to see American sovereignty lost for more than 60 years. JBS founder Mr. Robert Welch said in 1958, during the founding meeting of our organization, that the U.S. was slowly being converted into a socialist nation to be comfortably merged into world government that is controlled by a handful of super elites. Now, doesn't that sound familiar when you look at the 2020 Democratic presidential candidates? Each one is trying to outdo the other socialism. Now, take a look over at the Republican Party. What do we see from them in the last 20-some years? We see a willingness to delegate American sovereignty to unaccountable regional governing bodies placed over our own federal government. This will also end up in a form of socialism, much like the members of the European Union and what they face on a daily basis. All this to tell you that, folks, the battle is not left versus right. It's liberty versus tyranny. And it's tyranny that dictates what you can and cannot say in the public square. Tyranny is the result of socialism, and tyranny will be the result of Americans not following the Constitution. Each of us has a responsibility to hold our elected officials accountable. The John Birch Society is organized to fight tyranny by exercising our constitutional duties. How do we do it? By educating others on the agenda of those that want to bring America to its knees, and by working on a 10-point counter-agenda that preserves and restores American liberty and independence. If this sounds like something you want to know more about, contact your local JBS coordinator. Just visit jbs.org and scroll down the right side of the page for the ad that contains your coordinator's photo and phone number. And be sure to get our banned copy of the magazine to see what this fuss is all about. Links are in the description or in the comments below. And please, subscribe and like and share this video with others. And until next time, take care.